welcome back to Harry Makes Up. Today is part 2 of the Busy Mums makeup look, and for this I wanted to show you how you could transform your daytime makeup look to your evening makeup, or perhaps a special occasion, a night out, an evening out, for when the babysitter's in. So I thought this would be a fun makeup look to do. Again, it's using some of the steps we used in the first video. I will put an iCard here if you haven't seen that already, so go watch that one first, then come back to this. And with this video we're just doing a simple eye look. Very simple to do, very easy, very kind of technique friendly, and I hope you guys enjoy the look. Okay, so we have my lovely friend Sally and gorgeous baby Etty with us again today, and I want to show you now, if you watched last week's video, which I'll pop a link and iCard somewhere up here if you haven't seen it already, which is makeup kind of for daytime for busy mums. This is how you're going to take it up from your current daytime situation with your makeup up a notch. So we've got Etty in the background again. She's bringing us lots of joy and lots of lovely baby noises. So yeah, keeping in mind you're just going to be using mostly similar products to what we've already started with, and you're just working on top of. So rather than having to start again, who's got that kind of time, this is just going to be working with the products you've already got. So from the makeup we did last week, rather than kind of retouch up the brow with any pencil or anything, we want to keep the brows looking nice and polished but still soft. So I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Brows, and I just love this product. It's so great at giving you a natural full brow. So if it's for evening, if I turn you that way a little bit more, Sally, so I'm just going to take this through and almost like set the brows into place a little bit more. So you get a slightly softer finish but slightly fuller, which I think is really nice for evening. And then, because we've used the Bet Eyes to Mesmerise by Charlotte Tilbury, so it's quite Charlotte Tilbury heavy, the next one, but I just find they're really good for this kind of on-the-go makeup. We're going to use the same eye pot we used earlier. Now to intensify it, we're just going to use it with a brush. So literally same as you did earlier, and keep more of the product near the lower lash line. So exactly what we did before. Again, you can do this with your fingers. I just want to pick up a little bit more intensity, not really creating a shape, just kind of taking it over the lid and then blending it out backwards and forwards. So it's just a little bit more colour than what was last time. And then you might want either a clean finger or a clean brush and just buff out any edges. And then you're going to take a little bit of that under the lashes now as well, which again you can still do with your finger. At this point I do prefer to take it in with a brush, so I'm just going to, if you look up for me, Sally. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that under the lash line. And this is one of those colours that kind of suits everyone as well. I find golds are really, really universally flattering. Don't worry if your eyes water. I know Sally was nervous about that. She was like, what if my eyes water? It's not a problem. These are very like forgiving formulas as well, so you can just kind of wipe them with your finger if you feel like you've got anything, any wateriness in the eyes. And then I'm just taking that smaller brush just along the lash line, just to make sure there's no gaps. Now to give a little bit more drama, what I recommend using is something like a shimmery brown kohl. This is MAC Teddy. This is a really good one because again I feel like it's quite forgiving, quite flattering on most skin types, most skin colours, and I feel like it's one of those ones that you can kind of squish in a few dots and just blend it. So if you close me now, Sally, so I'm just going to wiggle this along the top lash line, and it's a very, very soft kohl, so there's no kind of precision needed. You just want to do a couple of dots, wiggling it in, and then going back to the brush you used kind of under the lashes. I'm just going to smudge that in a little bit so it just gives the littlest bit more depth to the lash line. And then I think if you were going out for an evening and it's quite like a glamorous occasion, I always think using the same kohl just inside the waterline completely changes the look. Sorry, yeah. Drum beat. We've got the drums, we've got the X on drums. Taking something like a kohl pencil in the inside waterline is really, really nice because it totally changes the look very quickly. So if you just look up for me, Sally, this will maybe be a bit watery, but again, don't worry if anything streams down. And you just do a couple of dots along that bottom lash line and into the waterline. Sally, and just look up for me. But because like I said, it's a shimmery brown, it's a lot more forgiving than black. It's very flattering, it's very soft, and it's still going to blend in a very, very smoky way. So just a couple of little dots, and then just blending with that little brush. So a little bit of that in the waterline, and then you're just going to do another 2 coats of mascara, so add some to the bottom lashes as well as the top. Okay, so if you look up for me, Sally, so I'm going to take just doing a little bit on the lower lashes. And look down for me, Sally. So just going to do one more coat on the top lashes so they're really nice and dark black. And again, you won't need to do anything to your base because we've done that all earlier. The only thing I would do to your base if you wanted to is just give it a little refresh with something like Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. So you could just spray that over the skin, just do a couple of spritzes and downward motions, and that will just kind of set the makeup. So, and it'll also help refreshen it, which is really nice and a quick step. So just adding a little bit of lip pencil to the lips, and this is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which again I think is really nice and natural. It still just gives a little bit of fullness to the lips. Etty's singing a song to us, which is very cute. And then I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick, which a lot of people have been asking about, and I'm really loving it, especially in my kit. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this. See the brush there? And again, if you're in a rush, you're probably just going to use it straight from the bullet. So that is pretty much the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, Sally.
Thank you.
And thank you, Etty, for putting up with us. And the boys. The boys are like... Yes, thank you to the boys as well. So yeah, a couple of tips and tricks again there. Check out part 1 if you wanted to see how we did the base and the kind of daytime look. And this is how you could take the daytime look up to a more evening appropriate makeup. I'd love it if you guys subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more videos. Thanks so much, bye!